The dopamine detox or dopamine fast has very little to do with fasting and even less to do with dopamine. In fact, it's not backed by science and was actually invented by a life coach a couple of years ago right here on YouTube. When a California psychiatrist was asked by the New York Times about a dopamine detox, they said, "Dopamine is just a mechanism that explains how addictions can become reinforced and makes for a catchy title. The title is not to be taken literally." So why are there so many people diving into this dopamine detox fad, and what should you be doing instead? Let's get into it. Welcome to Success for Breakfast, where I'm serving up brain food made simple. Hit that subscribe button to get daily videos created to give you the tools to level up and love your life. Leave a comment and let me know that you have subscribed, because I'm going to go in and make sure I reply to as many of you as I can when you do. First of all, dopamine is a chemical that your body releases and your nervous system reads and plays a role in how we feel pleasure. During a dopamine detox, you're supposed to avoid doing things you normally like, such as drinking, sex, gaming, socializing, and going online. Instead of automatically responding to these reward-receiving cues, which provide you with an immediate but short-lived boost, you're supposed to allow your brain to take breaks and reset this potentially addictive bombardment. The idea is to reset your neurochemistry by de-stimulating it. By allowing yourself to feel lonely or bored, or to find pleasure in doing simpler activities, you will regain control over your life and be better able to address the compulsive behaviors that may be causing you stress or affecting you negatively in your life. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried doing a dopamine detox or dopamine fast and what your experience was with it. Here's the thing, dopamine does more in our bodies than just give pleasure. It also plays a role in your eating habits and stress responses. It's a signal that's released when you need to pay attention and learn about the environment around you. For instance, oh man, there's a lion right there. I need to remember this so I can avoid it in the future. Or, look, it's a cookie. I need to remember how it looks and smells and tastes so I know to enjoy this tasty treat again. Dopamine is also crucial to your movement, and science knows that a lack of dopamine fibers is implicated in Parkinson's disease. You can exert very limited control over your dopamine levels. Exercise and living a healthy lifestyle can boost dopamine activity in sustainable ways. Here's the deal, while dopamine does in fact rise in response to rewards or pleasurable activities, it doesn't actually decrease when you avoid those activities. So a dopamine detox doesn't actually lower your dopamine levels at all. You cannot actually lower your dopamine levels. You cannot detox from a naturally occurring chemical in your brain. It's neurochemistry and science. Therefore, there is no such thing as a dopamine detox. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people who have misinterpreted the entire concept of this dopamine detox fad. They regard dopamine as if it were crack or heroin, and they fast in the sense of giving themselves a tolerance break so that they can enjoy the delights of whatever they want. They believe that the things they are restricting themselves of, food, sex, human contact, will be more intense or vivid when they resume them, assuming that depleted dopamine levels will have refilled themselves. Sadly, it doesn't work that way at all. Some people are even taking it to extremes. They aren't eating, exercising, listening to music, socializing, taking on more than necessary, and refusing to be photographed if there's a flash. Yes, you did hear that right. When you think that none of this is actually lowering dopamine at all, it's really pretty amusing. Especially since avoiding interacting with people, looking at people, and communicating with people, human interaction, is in the category of healthy activities that are supposed to replace the unhealthy ones, such as surfing social media for hours every day. I think you and I will agree that exercise is also in the category of healthy activities. Basically, the dopamine fasters are depriving themselves of healthy things for no reason, based on faulty science and a misinterpretation of a catchy title. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please do me a favor and show your appreciation by clicking the like button. That tells YouTube that you feel other people should see this video as well. So what should you be doing instead? The original strategy behind a dopamine detox was to provide a rationalization and give suggestions for disconnecting from days of technology-driven chaos and substituting more simple activities to help us reconnect with ourselves and others. Basically, take a break. Unplug. It's perfectly healthy and completely reasonable to take some time away from the never-ending demands of a technology-centered lifestyle. Start small, and as with anything, keep giving yourself more time to unplug. Start from 1 to 4 hours at the end of the day, depending on your work and family demands. For one weekend day, spend it outside on a Saturday or Sunday. Take a weekend getaway every few months, and at least once per year go on vacation. The trick is to take a vacation or a break from your electronics and technology, as they appear to be one of the fundamental causes of many people's unhappiness with the modern world. This all sounds sensible, and it isn't a new concept at all. In all honesty, it sounds a lot like many mindfulness practices that have been taught for thousands of years. Just like meditation, which also suggests that a mindful way of living has many health benefits, including reducing stress and fatigue. Most religions also suggest a rest day. Celebrate your holidays without technological distractions so that you can reflect and reconnect with your family and friends. You need a break and deserve to unplug for a while. We have all felt that. Also, don't overdo any self-imposed isolation. We as humans have evolved as a highly social species, and because of that, loneliness and very little social stimulation can be coded in the nervous system as a threat, since loneliness is one of the most influential forms of stress. In short, it's always helpful to take a technology hiatus from time to time. In fact, in today's world, it's a must. But don't fall into the trendy falsehood and fad that you are engaging in a dopamine detox, because it's simply not true and isn't supported by science. Unfortunately, the modern wellness industry has become so profitable that people are creating flashy titles for age-old concepts that have been around and taught for thousands of years. You've got this, now go get it done. Grab yourself some more brain food to help you level up and love your life, and click on one of the videos on your screen right now.